Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Aries, you know it's for you. And obviously always use your own discernment. They are general readings. Maybe not everything resonates with everybody, and that is just fine. All right, before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, as always, if you would like to get your personal reading with me, you can do so on the link in the description box below. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. All right, so for your key to the week this week, you have the Temperance card. Okay, so look, you are sort of finding that even keel now. It seems to have been a little bit all over the place for a lot of you Aries. And so to have the Temperance card this week, it does mean that things, you're starting to find that even keel now. But also, I think a lot of what's taking place with this Temperance card is you're starting to see what it is. Ooh, okay, so you got a jumper. You're starting to see what is at the base level of everything that you're doing and everything that you're like. It's almost like you're seeing the results of everything, and now you're starting to understand, okay, this is what I'm holding on to, and this is why I'm getting the results that I am. So there's some kind of personal clarity this week that shows up, which I actually think is great. When it comes to your actions and options, you have the Four of Pentacles, right? So this is really a card of grounding and stability. And yes, it can be, you're just focused on money and all of those things. Absolutely, that's a possibility. But this, especially with the Temperance card, I think there's a process here on an internal level of you letting go of what your material experience should look like at this point. So wherever you're saying to yourself like, oh, I'm this age, so everything should be this by now, and da da da. It's like you're releasing that, and actually it's creating a lot of peace for you. It's allowing you to kind of look at what you're ready to let go of, right? Remember, Temperance follows the Death card. So you've released something here, you've let something go, and you're that much stronger, that much more powerful for it. And with this Four of Pentacles, it's probably an idea of how your life should look at this moment in time. Now, in terms of the options that are available to you, this week is likely to present you with an opportunity to create more stability and security for yourself in your life. So I love this, right? Fantastic. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Temperance card yet again, right? So what this tells me is temperance, patience, because temperance is actually, it's, yes, it's known as a virtue, and that's for a whole other topic, especially within tarot. I'm actually thinking about doing like a short, very short, sharp mini course about that, the 4 virtues in tarot. But this Temperance card, right, in terms of your communications, how you speak to people, the conversations that you have, the level or the the level of conversation that you have is going to start to shift now. And with this double hit of the Temperance card, there is an element of you bringing more balance to your communications. And I think this week, you're going to be able to sympathize that much more with other people's points. And potentially this creates the mending of a rift. There's, if there's a hatchet that needs to be buried, it can be talked through this week more or better than it ever, than any other sort of way of doing this, or any other time, should I say. When it comes to your, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this Temperance card with the Four of Pentacles, it's an old idea that you have held to, but you're now willing to flex on it to see things from different perspectives and different views. And it's almost like you're learning a lot about yourself in the process. When it comes to those of you that are employed by somebody else, double hit of this Temperance card, right? So where there's been problems, challenges, or issues with co-workers and colleagues, this could go a very long way to creating some, a lot less tension, right? There's a remediating energy in this. Now, because of the Four of Pentacles, it is possible for a select few of you, if you are working for somebody else, Maybe you are called to be the mediating factor. And if that is the case, keep your own ideas or ideals out of it, right? It's just play the supporting role as you're being asked to. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this is a wonderful energy actually, because it means that your business is finding an even keel. What it also suggests as well is if you've had a bit of a bad run with it, if you've had some challenges in your business and it's fluctuated a lot, you're about to see a lot more of an even keel when it comes to your business, right? So this is great. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, when the Four of Pentacles came out, one of the first things that I went to was health, but because it's in the sector of actions and options, I wanted to talk about that. But now that I see this, for those of you that are retired and no longer working, there is a message here, and a powerful one at that, about the liver and or the gallbladder. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. I can't give you medical advice. That's not what this is. I'm not a medical professional. But what I will say is if you've had any problems or challenges, maybe ask your doctor to start checking there. When it comes to your love and relations, you have the Sun card. This is absolutely fantastic. Look at that, right? So for those of you that have had problems, challenges, or issues within the relationship, especially where they relate to money, finances, or maybe you've been stressing your partner out because you're not where you would like to be. They say we take our crap out on the person that's closest to us. That's a really fucking shitty, twisted way of looking at love, by the way. And speaking of love, this month's clearing cohort is all about love. So if you are ready to delve into your love life, your relationships, whether you're partnered, whether you're single, whether you're in a same-sex, whether your sexuality is same-sex orientated or not, whatever the case might be, the clearing cohort this month is all about love. And there is a video out for that. I'll link to it in the description box below, and the sign-up link is there as well. So if you are interested in that and you want to delve into it at a really deep level, this clearing cohort is for you. Now, it's the Sun card, right? So it's bringing light, heat, blessings, joy, happiness, potentially even travel for some of you in the relationship. But one of the things about this is it's like your relationship is going through a healing this week. You're seeing things lighten up, especially because you're able to have maybe the hard conversations, but rather than where before maybe it's descended into an argument, this time you get clarity and you're able to move forward. For those of you that are single and looking, it's likely to be on your travels or potentially a person that is from a foreign background or culture or different place in the world to you that you are connecting to. It's the Sun, right? It doesn't get much better than that. For your money and materials, you have the Two of Swords. Okay, so look, this is where the oppositions have come up. When it comes to money, finances, resources, this potentially is where you've had the problems or the issues. Interestingly enough, because you've got the Temperance card here, you have had an inkling or an intuition on how to fix this. You just haven't made that step yet because you didn't do that, because you hadn't really been in the internal space that you needed to be in order to kind of set on that path or into that motion. What this tells me is there will be a hard conversation around money this week, but that hard conversation around money, it makes all the difference. It gets things moving, and potentially it sees you looking elsewhere for your source of wealth. Right? Rather than externally, I think this is going to be, you have a really good talk with yourself. And the Two of Swords opposite the Sun card, there is potentially a partnership, a connection, or a relationship of some sort in your life that can help you pick this apart. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Two of Swords actually, interestingly enough, represents your kidneys. So you've got this with the Temperance card. So kidneys, liver, and gallbladder. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. It's not a diagnosis in any way. But those areas of your life and or your body may be places to start. If you're having health issues that you can't get to the bottom of, go to your doctor and ask them to check these aspects of you. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, the Two of Swords, when it comes to home and environment, there's something within a familial connection that feels to you like it's been somewhat unfair. Maybe unjust, maybe they haven't really heard or seen you in the right or the proper way. This week, I think, is going to go a long way to healing or mending that in some way, shape, or form. All right. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.